With your CIGTV news update, I'm Jay Earhart in for Donna Bush. In our top story today, Premier, the Honorable Adam McLaughlin, has begun his visit to London. Today marked the start of this year's joint ministerial council meetings between the United Kingdom and its overseas territories. Mr. McLaughlin began his stay in the United Kingdom on Saturday with a reception for students at the Cayman Islands Government Office in London. Some 40 young people attended. Her Excellency the Governor, Helen Kilpatrick, Financial Services Minister, the Honorable Wayne Panton, the Cabinet Secretary, Samuel Rose, and the Home Affairs Chief Officer, Eric Bush, are also traveling with the Premier. The JMC ends on Thursday, December 4th, and the group returns home on Friday, December 5th. Well, today is World AIDS Day, and local officials have planned a busy program to raise awareness for the disease. The Cayman AIDS Foundation, the Health Services Authority, and the Cayman Islands Red Cross partnered to organize a series of educational events at the Georgetown Town Hall between 11 and 4 today. At 2:30, supporters marched from the Glass House to the Hero Square, and this was followed by a candlelight vigil at 5 o'clock and a church service at the Elmsley Memorial Church at 6:30. A highlight of this year's activities was scheduled for 6 when organizers arranged for the Hero Square fountain to be lit red. Throughout the week, free and confidential HIV testing will continue at clinics across the Cayman Islands. HIV program coordinator at the HSA, Laura Elniski, urges people to take advantage of the opportunity.
We want to remove the stigma around getting tested. It's a small amount of blood that is taken. It takes about 10 minutes. You go through a few questions with the nurses and take the blood, and then you'll come back to see that nurse to get their results the next day or in 48 hours.
For more information about free HIV testing and related programs, call 244-2631 or 244-2632. Well, lobster season opened today in the Cayman Islands. Local lobster lovers already know that the season closes on the last day of February 2015. Officials also remind everyone that even during open season, there are restrictions on the quantity and size of lobsters that may be caught, how they are caught, as well as on where fishing may take place.
Most people are aware of the regulations and the restrictions on taking lobster around Cayman. If you're going into the water, you're allowed to take 3 lobsters per person per day from any of the open zones, so that does not include the replenishment zone, the environment zone, the marine park, or the wildlife interaction zones. Those areas are off limits for lobsters, but the rest of the island is open for lobster capture. If you go by boat, there is an additional limit of 6 per boat, assuming that there's more than 2 people in the boat. So it's 3 per person or 6 per boat, whichever is the less number.
Meanwhile, open season for conchs and whelks is also ongoing, and it'll end on April 30th next year. If you need more information, call 949-8469 or email doe@gov.ky. The annual Gimme Storytelling Festival moved into high gear with its opening night on West Bay Public Beach last night. Each year, local and international storytellers trek around the islands to entertain audiences, and performances continue through Friday in all districts of Grand Cayman as well as Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. In addition to some rattling good yarns, members of the public will enjoy fish fries and fritters that will be on sale. The Cayman Islands International Storytelling Festival has been bringing together storytellers from the Cayman Islands, the Caribbean, North America, and beyond since 1998. Well, before we leave you, remember to watch CIGTVs tonight for today's session of the Legislative Assembly. Also, if you missed today's news update, you can get all of the details on our Facebook and YouTube channels. And we also invite you to tune in to Radio Cayman's For the Record and Talk Today shows, week mornings and weekdays. For now, I'm Jay Earhart. Thanks for joining us.